All right, welcome back to Ultimate Fight Clan. G-Nix, welcome. Yeah, brilliant. I said on the last podders, we're going to have a chat. Yeah, brilliant. All the changes going on. We're going to have a chat about Snake and Crane merchandise, and that the Snake and Crane saga is not over. Of course it's not over. If we can find more Snake and Crane stuff to chat about, then we're going to do it. And I found more stuff to chat about. I told you, it's merchandise time. Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, no, good to see you again, and looking forward to seeing some merchandise.
Well, I'm glad you said it's good to see me again, because you didn't get much of a choice, but luckily you agreed to do it. But I knew you would, because there's two reasons you agreed to do it, maybe three. Mm-hmm. One, Podders, brilliant. Two, Jackie Chan, free Snake and Cranes.
There's the trio.
One item at a time. The first item I'm going to go through, Snake and Crane merchandise Podders, is this book. Okay, it looks stupid because obviously this is green and you can't see it. But even so, this book. And I'm showing you the real book to prove that it's not, there's no, oh, I found some images on Google of some merchandise. If I ain't got it, then I ain't cheating. I've either got it or I ain't got it. That's it, right? Now this book, we'll have a look at what's inside in a second. First off, where did I get this book? I'm not going to remember where I got everything because some of the stuff is very old. This book, however, isn't old. I picked this book up recently from, hang on, let me just get the right thing, from a guy called Nick Singh. Now let me tell you, you can see there, I'm in a photograph with him there, and I'm holding up this actual book. Don't worry about the other book. We'll get onto that at another time. But for now, we'll do this book. So, Nick Singh is where I got this book. I have never seen this book before. Mm-hmm. I asked him, barring the ones that were in his hand, had he ever seen these books before? And he said he'd never seen them before, bar these ones.
Right.
He sold them to me. And let me tell you now, they weren't stupid money, very reasonably priced. But I tell you what, they weren't they weren't cheap either.
Oh, yeah. Is the condition
I'll tell you how much this book was. Actually, I'll tell you how much this book was. 30 quid.
Right.
Right. So not a £5, not a £10, not even 20 quid. But I couldn't resist it. I couldn't handle it. I had to get it. And you'll see why in a minute.
Right.
Now, I met this guy just recently and we got chatting, and was a pretty private guy and all that. And I was asking about, it wasn't that I was asking about something that he had, Snake and Crane. And he sent me a message back and said to me, do you like Kung Fu stuff? Are you a collector yourself? And I thought, I don't know whether I should be answering these things. I was just thinking about buying some stuff off this fella. I don't really want to start divulging things. But I thought, I'll give him a little bit of info. So I said, well, I'm not really a collector, and I'm not. I just said that over the years, and this is true, over the years, I've accumulated stuff that me and my brother have bought over the years just through being into Kung Fu films. So if you like, you end up having a collection of stuff, but it wasn't really going out trying to collect. It's just saw stuff and bought it because liked it and into it. This is a little bit different because this is a new purchase, a modern day purchase or whatever. And from that, we started doing the chats. And I thought, you know what? I like these chats. This is before I met him, getting a good feeling from this bloke. I like these chats. He was nice and friendly, helped me open up a bit, if you like, and just be a bit more open with him. And it turns out that a lot of the different kung fu events and stuff that we've been to, he was there and all. Oh yeah, whatever. Huang Chang Li. Oh yeah, I was at that one. Oh, okay then. Oh, when this happened and that happened. Oh yeah, I was at that. So with all these years, we've been at the same things. Just didn't know each other. Didn't know each other.
It just goes to show, doesn't it, how it works? It's always meant to be all this. I've noticed with every time I spoke about something, there's always like a link. You know, I've linked with you, and we're like hundreds of miles away from each other. Do you know what I mean? We're not in constant communication, passing information. You know, you might have a thought, and I'm not on the same wavelength. And like I said, there's a reason for it, isn't there? So, brilliant.
Yeah, it is brilliant, and that helped, you know, the connection. So I thought, well, instead of just getting this stuff in the post, I still hadn't seen his face, so I didn't know if I recognised him, and I didn't. Even though he'd been at these things, I still didn't know him. So I met up with him, hence the shot. I told him about Podders, and I said, "Is it okay if I bring the picture? If I have a photograph?" Not the first time I didn't. The first time I just bought a few bits off him. We had chats, and then the next time I said, "Listen, I'm going to probably do a Podders on some of this merch. So, you know, you all right having a shot?" He said, "Yeah, I'll have a shot." I said, "You all right me saying who you are and all that and being on it?" He went, "Yeah, of course, mate, no worries." But like I say, we've been running in the same circles, and we just didn't connect. And now we've connected. It's brilliant because obviously we chat about this stuff and all that, and he's got a lot of gear, that's for sure.
What's the reason for him selling it, or he's got an abundance?
It is definitely the abundance thing, because of course he loves the stuff. He's a little bit younger than me, probably more your age, which is a surprise, considering that, you know, he's got so much gear and been into it, because he's younger. But he's got stories as well. I won't go into it now because I'm probably going to let him tell his own stories, and I'll invite him. I've already invited him on. But he's actually met Jackie Chan.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, so that ain't crap. Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. He's well into it. Well, that's good, like you say.
He was only young, only a kid, little bit, you know, starstruck and bit mind. Oh, no, he actually said he was all right with it, but he just didn't know what to expect and didn't know what to say and all that. But anyway, I'll let him tell that story himself.
Yeah,
because it's a good one. I even said to him, whoa, save these chats. You know, would you do Podders? And he was like, yeah, I'll do Podders. So I said, all right, well then save it. You know, don't give me too much detail.
Yeah, you need it to be fresh as well. Yeah, brilliant. Exactly. No, but nice book though. Is it in good condition?
It is good condition. The only thing I'll say is the spine is sun faded a little bit, where it must have been sitting in a shop window or something like that. That's sun faded. But it's other than that, it's in good condition. So I've taken some scans of the book for me and you to go through. But anyway, just to finish on Nick, brilliant bloke, loves the Kungs. Yeah. He's selling bits and pieces because he's literally, in his own words, he's just got a little bit too much stuff. So he's happy to let some of it go to the right person. You know, like I say, stuff, when he does sell stuff, it's not crazy prices. He doesn't sell it for nothing, but he wants people to be able to afford it as well. So he's not getting rid of everything.
He's drowning in Kung paraphernalia, isn't he? I mean, that's not a bad predicament to be in, really, especially if that's your interest. And, you know, it's just sharing what he's got. You know, there's some rarities there that aren't in circulation or haven't really been in commercial circulation. It's like a treasure. You've had to hunt for it. He's hunted for it, put in the work, got the stories for your Podders when you get him on. You know, it makes for a great story, doesn't it? Great passion. And generosity as well.
Yeah. So what he's sharing the stuff in it. Now, what he didn't know until I told him, because he didn't know who he was selling the stuff to, is I told him, and this is real, this is genuine. It'd be the same with any of the stuff that I like. This book now.
Yeah.
This is the last stop. That's it. It goes nowhere else. I won't be getting rid. No. There might be a time when it's all said and done and everything's got to go. Okay, fine. But what I'm saying, this is the last stop. If Nick ever wanted that book back, ever, he knows where it is now. I've got it, and I'll always have it. That's it. It's not going nowhere.
And you two are in connection as well now, so that's quite comforting for him.
Yeah. next time an event comes up, you know, I'll see him there or whatever. But I've met up with him quite a few times now. So yeah, brilliant bloke. Now then, let's get on to this book. Before, well, hang on, no, I'll bring a shot up. So this is the front cover. Okay, here we go. Front cover. I'm going to tell you what this book is. It's called Movie Comics, edited by Makoto Watanabe, published by Akita Shoten. That's all I can tell you about, you know, that's what it says on the book. And it's called a movie comic. So what's a movie comic? Because I've never heard of a movie comic. Surely it can't be the whole film in comic book format. It can't be that, could it? Well, actually, yeah, it is that. It's absolutely incredible, is the truth. That's the front cover. Well, I don't know if we call that the front. Yeah. Japanese read right to left. So this is the front cover. And, well, actually, before we move on, that's why I like having you on here, because you're into Chan, you're into Snake and Crane, and you have quite an artistic mind. We've seen your backers, your film set, your studio there, and I know you like a bit of doing a bit of art. If anyone hasn't watched the preview to this Merchandise Podders, that thing over Genix's right shoulder that's on the back of a Chinese calendar, that is Say Hot Butt Bolt, which is the Snake and Crane Arts of Shaolin film title, and he hand wrote that with little highlights on and everything. But you know, if you want to see that in detail, it brings it up to the camera in the previous Podders. Amazing. So I know you like art. I know you love Chan. So the first thing I'll say to you is that's the front cover. Give me some thoughts on the front cover. What are we saying?
Well, it's funny actually because this isn't my perspective or point of view, but years ago, my old art teacher in college, I'm sure he came out with a statement: red and green
his name,
should never be seen.
What was his name?
His name was Mr. Bibby, Bibby, but George Bibby. He went to art school with George Harrison and was it Paul McCartney? Something like that. Not that that's got any relevance, but he was a Scouser chap. But yeah, I remember him saying that. But I think red and green work really well, to be honest. And I don't know if you remember, in a sort of run up to this, a little teaser, I said about the green frame with the red sign, like the school opening, name of the school I made up with a table in the frame. That's red and green, and I think that looks amazing. And that's true cunt, red and green. Do you know what I mean? Red background, you know, green. Look, you've got green there with plants. It works brilliant. And the font that they've used there as well, that bold font, brilliant. And you're getting a clear view of Chan there, and he's in action. And then you got the red and yellow on the top. Yeah,
the reason you brought up the colour thing is because Bibby said that red and green. Yeah. Did he say something like don't work?
Yeah, red and green should never be seen. In other words, yeah, they don't work, but they do bloody work. Sorry for the strong language there, but
well, hang on. Right, sorry, Bibby. Thanks for the instruction. Thanks for your so-called expertise. You know, big deal. You went to art school with bloody George Harrison. Big deal.
Who cares?
Who taught him that red and green should never be seen? I've got red and green right in front of me here, and I can be seen. And look at it. Ain't crap.
I'm looking at it now. It's ridiculous. The guy's a nutcase. He's a Fruit Loop.
Right.
He's out. Give him the elbow. He's gone.
Yeah, that's it. He don't know what he's talking about because obviously it quite obviously works. So good little story there of that's your impression there because of the colours, and they should clash and they should never be seen. And that's not true because they're good. So there you go. Yeah. Well, any more on the front cover?
Danger. And you've got like the green ties in with the woodlands, and you know, like in the background, you've got the green there and stuff. You know, it all just ties in perfectly.
And there you go.
That's all I'm saying.
So we've got shots from the film at the top, the bit where he's doing double swords in the sort of, I don't know, Derelict's house version. You got the bit where he says, that's probably the bit where he says, I am quite smart, but not nice when he's chatting to the women. And then there's lots of other little screenshots there, isn't there, across the centre.
Yeah, the characters there. Yeah. Brilliant. That's a nice little touch.
I mean, if that was me and I walked into the shop and saw that, there's no doubt
You're right.
I'm picking that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that's the front cover. The back cover. There's the back cover. There's no red, but it's still
brilliant.
green. Yeah.
That is amazing. I love the action shot there as well. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Look at that.
It's just such a strong stance, strong pose, isn't it? And then Jackie Chan there as well. But you've obviously got the JACKIE spelling there.
Yeah.
That era of film, he was wide, wasn't he?
Well spotted, because that's quite important, because as we know, and we said on the podders, on the Snake and Crane breakdown podders, that when that film was released, his name, and he was credited on that film with the Y version. Yeah. So this book must have come out. I mean, I don't know when it came out, but it must have come out a little bit later. Otherwise, they would have used that version. And actually, I'm glad you said that, because to me, that is a little bit of what is called a continuity error. It shouldn't be that version.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure they would say when they brought this book out, it should be that version, because at this moment in time, this is how people recognize him and his name. This is how it's spelled.
Yeah.
It must have been. Otherwise, they wouldn't know there's such a thing as that spelling. However, we also had this sort of dilemma when doing the podders, and I did some slides for it and everything. And you know what I did?
That's right.
I spelled it as it's spelled at that time. And they should have done it. So a little bit of, in my opinion, if I was behind this book and I was an advisor on it, I'd have said, you spelt his name wrong. That's what I would have said.
Yeah. That era is wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. But marketing wise, I'm sure they would go, yeah, but no one would have known who it was, which is silly, because I'm sure they would. Anyway.
Yeah.
Good little detail. That's why we have these chats. Like it. Good that you spotted that, because you're right. Something else to say there, 790 yen.
Right.
Now, the exchange rate is very good at the moment. Just give me a minute and I'm going to look how much that is. All right, hang on. So let's have a look, mate.
26 quid.
790. How do you know that already? Oh, currently, and I do think the exchange rate is very good at the moment, it is £4 and 17 pence.
Blimey. So
let me tell you now, and I have already told you, I don't know what Nick paid for it, but I certainly didn't pay 790 yen, £4.70 for it. I'm not annoyed with what I paid, but it weren't 790 yen. Do I need to have a word with him about this or what?
Well, did he go to the country and get it from Japan, did he? Or
I asked him where he got it, and he couldn't remember. And that is fair enough, because I've got stuff that I can't remember exactly where it was picked up from. So I don't know.
He's yen you, isn't he? He's absolutely
I think I've been yen. Yeah, I think I've been Donny yen. Yeah. But the thing is,
brilliant. But hey, look, it's worth more than that, isn't it?
Well, look, when I get him on, yeah, of course it is. Of course it is now. I will ask him about it, because where did he get the valuation from? My guess it would be probably started from what he paid for it, and then what he thinks he can get for it, and be reasonable. Yeah, if he said 100 quid, as much as I wanted that book, I wouldn't have paid 100 quid for it. It's not because I don't think it's worth 100 quid. It's just I ain't got 100 quid to spend on it, and it sounds unreasonable to me. So even 30 quid, I went, oh, it's quite a lot, because it's hard to tell. It's only little. Okay, let me get you a normal. Here's a Cinemark magazine, right? So this is a normal sized magazine, like any magazine, and here's that book.
Oh yeah, blind.
So it's only little. So when I saw it in the flesh, I went, "Oh, it's only little," right? But it don't matter. Obviously, I could not ignore this book. You haven't even seen the inside yet. So there you go, 790 yen, a bargain at the time, but probably not, just a totally normal price at the time. Do not expect things like this to stay the same price. I do expect the prices to go up. As he says, he's never seen it before, barring this one. I've never seen it before. That doesn't mean it's rare. I don't know if it's rare. It doesn't mean it's rare. Doesn't mean that, there's not bucket loads of them out there. It just simply means what I said, which is he's never seen it before, and I've never seen it before. That's it. I don't know. that just means that, I tell you what, that means it's not common. It's not a common bit of merchandise.
No.
So, nothing. Anything else on the back cover?
More screenshots. That's it, pretty much. I can't make out the writing there because I'm back to small scruns again. But yeah, looking good. Love it. Love the pose. Love the red strip going across the top. Yeah, does what it says on the tin. Ron sealed that one.
It's been Ron sealed, yeah. So if we look at it from slide to slide, we can see we've got, you know, Chan, the women there, the blokes he has a smash up at the beginning, the, you know, the trampy girl that's hanging around with him, getting on his nerves, Nora Mao, and then you know, it covers.
Right.
It's even got the 8 masters there. They're on it, not all of them, the two snake and crane ones. So yeah, and if you carry on here, if you take this outer protective sleeve off, like that, you take this off, then you have like a,
So
I don't know, what do we call that? What is that? Like
monochrome,
a monochrome version?
Yeah, that looks nice. I like that.
Yeah,
that would look nice as a poster, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, it does look nice. Yeah,
really.
And then so it's the same. Obviously, because this has been protected with that sleeve, this isn't sun faded. This spine, just the cover is.
Right.
And then you've got exactly the same on the backers. It's just brilliant.
So you got 2 for the price of 1. Yeah, that is nice. Nice touch.
It does look like a little rares, doesn't it? Look at that. So that comes off. Yeah, that's the slip cover for it. Goes round, protective. But there is some other stuff here that I want to go through, some more information.
Right.
So these bits, so that's the cover, as you know, and then these bits, they come out and they wrap around the front cover. That's how it stays on, right? Because obviously it has to grip on something, so it grips on to there. And those little bits ain't plain. They ain't just plain. They've got stuff on them. So the one that's attached to the front cover, as you can see there, has more chans on it.
Yeah.
Right, hang on. Sorry, I've hidden it. Yeah, more chans on it. More shots. We're not even got past the cover yet. We ain't even got past the cover. So whoever made this book, hang on. I did say who made this book, didn't I? It's edited by Makoto Watanabe and published by Akita Shoten. So I don't really know who done this design of the cover and who decided that wouldn't just be plain and they'd put some more Chan shots on there. But whoever did it, they're brilliant. So there you go. That's that slip. And then on the next slip on the other side, so that's just the slip on its own, just showing you the graphs. And then next to the back cover, the bit that folds round, there's another slip. Yeah. And there you go.
That's class.
Translated it for you. Now you're going to tell me you're on weed scruns, so you can't read it probably. Right? If you are on weed scruns and you can't read it, I'll read it. It's kind of your job, this. You know, this bit is your job. So when text comes up, it's like, read that out. And obviously you're not going to read it out because you're going to tell me you're on weed scruns. But can you see there? There's a picture there of Snake and Eagle's shadow.
Yeah.
Right? And then down below, we've got, Bruce doing the muss. This says, a popular, long-selling product now on sale. Best translation ever. Long-selling product. Love it. Love it. Which means it's been going for ages, this. It's so popular, we've been selling it for donkey's years.
Yeah.
And it's still selling. As a matter of fact, they're right. Because it's 2023 and it's still selling. I've just thought
that. Exactly. They knew.
You need to prepare yourself for the next line. Lots of powerful photos.
I love it. Powerful. You know what I mean? People just don't use that sort of language, do they? But this is powers. Do you know what I mean? Power, like everything they go through. Do you know what I mean? When we was off the key, when we talk about those like we've spoken about, like with drinks and all that sort of stuff with the descriptions.
Yes.
It's all powers, but that's different podders. But you know what I mean?
It's coming, though. It's coming.
The
it's getting consolidated.
Asian market know how to sell something, don't they? It's just like, yeah.
I'm surprised that they do. I mean, this is why we like this stuff, like you say, but I'm still very surprised that they've written this. I know it's translated, so maybe it's not exact, but I can only go off the translation. And the translation says lots of powerful photos. It doesn't say lots of nice photos. It doesn't say lots of good photos. It says lots of powerful photos. And they are right. It's simply a factual statement. So, these books contain powerful photos. Encyclopedia series. Encyclopedia. Now, I don't know what the definition of that word is, but just from what I do know, encyclopedia, that's like the be all and end all, the all knowing, it's just, there's nothing else, right? That's it. The encyclopedia covers everything. So we ain't even opened this yet. And what it's saying here is that it's absolute powers and it's an encyclopedia series.
Yeah.
What we're seeing here is that we've got the snake and crane one here, but there's obviously a snake and eagle shadow one, and there's obviously some sort of Bruce Lee one. So let's continue down and let's see what they're advertising, because this is an advert. We know about snake and crane. That's the one you got in your hand. What else is there? Bruce Lee.
Tell me.
Yeah, Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, the definitive edition. Jackie Chan encyclopedia. Dragon encyclopedia. Bruce Lee, the complete guide. All right, so it's not got some stuff in it. It's complete. We just agreed it. Encyclopedia, better word for it, complete. And they've just agreed it there. This is complete. Don't bother looking outside of this. This is done. Done. The next paragraph, absolutely just incredible. Recreate the power of movies in novels. This contains power.
Yeah.
Right? They know that the movies are power, and you're going to recreate the power of the movies in a book. Are you telling me that there was any possibility of me not buying this from him? I had to.
He knew. He just knew straight away. As soon as you messaged him, sensed your passion, your intrigue. He probably just thought, this is just right for him. He'll like this.
Actually, I'm sure he's going to love it, because not only does he know I love it, because I've had a chat with him, I've met him, and we've had chats. We're making the podders on it.
Yeah,
we're making the podders on it. If I was him, it went to the right home, right? It went to the right guy.
How would
That's
he know
what I'd be thinking if I was him.
Yeah, Podders made of that book. He sells you a book, you make a Podders on it. It sparks interest. Other people start searching. Oh, are there any more of these books? Are there? Have you got the only one?
Well, we've agreed it. It's the only one that we've ever seen. So this is it. This is it. Recreate the power of movies in novels. So they know that movies are power. The power of movies. Way of the Dragon. Brilliant, Bruce. Drunk Monkey. Just Drunken Master. That's a Japanese title. Drunken Monkey. Enter the Dragon. And then Shaolin Temple as well. Don't know if you've seen that. They're good, that's a Jet Li film, that Shaolin Temple. You've probably not seen it.
Yeah, I've seen shots of it. Clip.
It's his first film, the first film he was in back in the days.
Right.
Yeah, very good, brilliant. And like what you just said there, I have to say I definitely would like all of them. And I've never seen another one of this, but I've also never seen these ones. I want the Way of the Dragon one. I want the Drunken Master one. I want the Enter the Dragon one. And I want the Shaolin Temple one. Of course I want them all. Why wouldn't I want them all?
Mm-hmm.
They're all needed. So that is just literally from the front cover. So there's other stuff like this available. But the truth is, right, even if you went on holiday to Japan and you said, I'm going to go to some secondhand bookshops.
Yeah,
Yellen's out there now. Yellen's still out there, right? And he does go secondhand bookshops. And I've spoken to him about this book. And understandably, how's he meant to find this? He goes in secondhand bookshops and there's thousands of books racked up. They don't say Jackie Chan books.
Hang on a minute. I've got recording error come up. Recording error.
We'll go and fix it. So if I says to Yelland, see if you can find me this book. Let's prove that it's not the one and only. He understandably says to me, how?
So he's gone. Now, he's gone to Japan and he's found a bookshop. He's filtered through thousands of books, as you said, and then he's found that tiny little book which you need.
Well, he ain't yet, but that's what I'm saying to Yelland. I'm going, can you see if you can find this? But he says, how? Yeah, how do I find this? There's no Jackie Chan section. There's just secondhand books. Now, admittedly, I have to say, oh no. Oh no. Right. Okay. So
Yellen's in Japan.
Now look, he says, how am I supposed to find stuff like this? Because there's thousands of books up on the shelf. But to be fair, it does say on this spine, Jackie Chan. So all he needs to do is go and look along the spines and find one that says Jackie Chan. Just get on with it. You know what I mean? Right.
He'll do it, won't he?
Well, believe me, he is. Yeah, he's been shopping for loads for me. Yeah, loads. And he's not interested in any of it. So it's purely for me. So he's been brilliant. I'm only messing around. So shall we take a little bit of a look inside this book? Now, bear in mind that it's possibly rares and it's, the last stop shop for it. You can appreciate that I couldn't take loads of images of it because I don't want to bust it up. I don't want to break it. So I apologize for the qual of the shots, but I'm, sorry. What do you want me to do? I can't get good qual shots of it because otherwise I'll smash it up.
Don't sacrifice your own goods for someone else's pleasure. That's what you got to say, innit?
Okay. Well, yeah. I wasn't sure I was going to say this, but I was scanning.
No.
Yeah, I was scanning it. I was doing the scans and I was perfectly happy with it. I was opening it up and going, it's okay. You can't get perfect shots because, it's not flat. It's not flat. And I went, it's all right. Just get a few. Just get a few.
Have you pulled the adhesive? Does the adhesive come away from the spine?
Everything was fine for a while, but then when I got to the middle, I actually... So the lid on the scanner, it's not funny. Look, I just don't know how else to behave over it because I can't sound devastated because I can put things at my age, I can put things into context and say, okay, so look, it's just a book, all right? That's what it is. It's just a book. But it didn't come to me in this condition. I've made it worse. And it was sacrificed for the podders. It wasn't meant to be. I'm pretty annoyed about it, but I can't do anything about it now. The lid on the scanner was always up, right? Because it was just resting as you open it. It was obviously the lid was resting. Yeah, right? Yeah, because I wasn't going to crush it. And that was fine. And it was working fine like that. But then, so I was just sitting there, press scan. It takes a little while, not ages, but it takes a little while. Do something else in between. That scan's done. Open it up. That's quite a good shot. Put that under. Everything was going fine. And then eventually, at one point, when it got towards the middle of the book, the lid went. And I thought, oh no, that means that it's flat. So I kind of hope that Nick don't watch this because I mean, it is my fault. I was very careful. Obviously, I didn't know that was going to happen. I knew that was possible. I did my best to avoid that happening by not putting any pressure on it, and I still got done. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, what?
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah,
it's created another story. It's created another story.
Bad one. Anyway, let's have a look inside at some of the shots. So there you go.
It's beautiful, isn't it? That colour, just the older colour ink. It's just, there's something about it. Beautiful.
Agreed. And as you can see, it really is the film in a comic book form. So there's a character page. There's the intro. Look, it's just a film. It's just a film. It's the whole film depicted in a book. Look at it. Look at the snake bloke. He's so. Remember we mentioned how speeds his snake was. Bang, bang, bang. Look, it's so speeds that you can't even see his hand. It's all blurred. Couldn't even capture it. Look, even that scene. It's got it all. The whole thing is in it. The scene with the thunder and the
so basically,
the water flowing under the ice.
Yes. If you look at this book before you watch the film, you'd watch that film and go, "Oh, you know, you put you in good mindset." I've seen it already, but you know, a few more scenes.
I've read it. I've read the book. No, the whole film's in it. Look,
it's ridiculous.
Well, hang on a minute. Okay.
How many pages?
I'm gonna have to go back to basics with you because you're not understanding something.
Right.
You're not understanding something. Let's go back.
Powers, isn't it?
It's not just well, yes, it is the powers, but encyclopedia series, definitive edition, complete guide. These chats, they ain't a joke.
No, it's real.
They ain't a joke. You've seen it now. Now you're getting to see it. Now you're getting to see it.
Yeah.
Look. I don't know if I can get these any bigger. Let me try.
Yeah, well.
No, that's not bigger. Oh, okay.
Honestly, I can see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's good.
Right, so that's a bit bigger now.
Hang on, is that bubble script there? Is that like what's it saying in there?
Hang on.
Is that script? Comic speech bubble?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. It's a bloody comic book. Look, now I've got it bigger. Let's have a look at them all again, right? Because now I've got it bigger. Okay. Got the intro there. You've got the cast there. I didn't do every page. Obviously, I can't do the whole thing. These are just examples of what you get. 8 masters doing the Kung, the blurry snake fist hand, which is absolutely unbelievable. Even that scene, the fact that why am I surprised? I've just tried to tell you, you can't be surprised. It said it's the complete encyclopedia. This is comic book. Look.
Yeah. It's flipping brilliant. The colour as well. Yeah, I love it.
Next, I ain't got many pictures, but look. Yeah. Listen, I tried to tell you. You're starting to get to grips with what I've got in my hands here.
Yeah. You've got yourself a good one there. That's a rare treasure. I'm not just saying it for the podders. It is true.
Movie comics. A popular, long-selling product now on sale. Lots of powerful photos. Encyclopedia series. Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, definitive edition. Complete guide. Recreate the power of movies in novels. Right. Is that not what it told you were getting? And look. Look.
Yeah. And nothing these days. Yeah. I love the way, well, of course, it's all one scene, isn't it? I say it's all colour coordinated, but then it's one scene, and it's the same. Yeah,
it's even got, he's in there, look. Oh my God, they're fighting again. He's in there. The restaurant owner, he's there. He's having a smash up.
Wow, brilliant.
I've got a few more. You know, once I broke it, you can understand. I just put it away in pride. Yeah, look, 2 syllables scene.
Yeah.
We're at Temple. You always use 2 syllables most times. There it is.
Proof's in the pudding there. Look at that stare.
Yeah. Meets the women, has a fight with them, and there it is. I mean, I look, Fonzie Pin coming in.
Action shot there, the top corner.
Crashing. You can see it's read from right to left, so you know he crashes, and then it's. I am interested in the book. I won't deny that. Also, no, I'm not matching fighting, so I'm not going to try and get it. It's all there, mate. There.
Oh,
look.
It's
Anyway,
what a brilliant concept.
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Flipping out.
Last fight, spear blokes, Cam Kong, Chan dodges.
Round face.
Look, it's even got little smack marks where he's having a fight and little things come up, you know, like Batman.
Yeah. Kapow. Yeah. Swoosh. What a concept.
I try to tell you.
That is Powers. That is encyclopedia. No wonder you want the whole flipping collection. That is comprehensive, beyond comprehensive, and that's actually beyond comprehension. Flipping brilliant. That will,
Mad, isn't it? Mad.
The spine's been done by the sun, and the scanner's been done by the movie book. In fact, it's been powered, isn't it? It was too powerful. It smashed the scanner. That's got to be a tribute.
You know what? Yes, good point. It actually blew the scanner out. It smashed it up.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know what else to tell you, right? I'll show you a little bit more, right? As in, let me just see if I can do it this way. Right. Let's have a little sniff, right, of this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Just have a look at this. Look. It's
really
all
rich
in
colour. The paper, it's quite a heavy paper as well, isn't it? Heavy grade
it's
paper.
qual. It is absolute qual.
Yeah, right up. That's amazing.
Look, I've told you. Oh, I keep trying to explain it.
You could do one of those like Victorian flick cartoon books, and that play the movie at speed. But obviously, you'd be missing little shots here and there, but enough to, you know, you get that smooth and be able to see it. That would work.
I mean, look, it's just, mate, it's all there. Look.
I know. Obviously, you've got a bit of structure on that book. I'll wait for you to finish on that book, but you obviously it's from Japan, isn't it? So
that's right. Well, that's it on that book. I've got no more to say. I've translated the inside cover. The rest of it is what you see, as in it's just the book. There it is. There's the front cover. Bibbies or whatever his name is, saying red and green. We've disproved that theory.
Done it.
That's the book. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. That's it. That's the book. What do you want me to tell you? It's a comic book. Amazing. It's movie comics, edited by Makoto Watanabe, published by Akita Shoten. We know that it's got lots of powerful photos. That's what it said. We've now seen that it's got powerful photos in it. We know it's encyclopedia, which is basically another word for complete. And we know it's complete because it's got every stinking scene going in it. It recreates the power of movies in novels.
And you've created a new friendship out of it. You will potentially create a new podders out of it. And you are potentially going to need a new scanner. So there's a lot of new things come out of that. And
there is. You know, that's twice you've brought the scanner back up.
But
twice.
Like you said, you can rationalize now you're older, the ability to rationalize enhances, you know. But things like that bug me. I'd try and fix it, and if I couldn't fix it, I would have thrown probably weeks worth of effort trying to fix it when I could probably just order like a new hinge or a new screw. But it's a throwaway economy. But yeah, no, you're lucky to have that book. It's a real gem, absolutely amazing. Hopefully next time I'll see it in person or a bigger screen. But yeah, so yeah,
we're supposed to sort out the screen. That's all I've got to say on this book, Genix. Well, it isn't all I've got to say. It's all I'm going to say on this book for now. It's a movie comic book. It's powers. It's agreed that it's powers. It recreates the power of movies in a novel. It's got lots of powerful photos. It is literally the whole film in a comic book form. It is unbelievable. I don't really know why it exists, but I am going to add a tiny bit of information here. I still don't know why it exists, but I do know now, after talking to Toby the other day, I met up with him when we were doing chats, and he had this wooden book. All right, that's real, by the way. It was a wooden book. It was like this long, and it had a Chinese writing on the front, name of the film. I'm telling you now, it was a wooden book. And then when I opened it, it had little photos, not like this, not in color. They were all black and white, but they were real photos. So they were glued into the book, glued in. And they were tiny little photos, when I say tiny, not postage stamp, but little.
No.
And because the book was long ways like that, you could fit quite a few. And it was incredible. It was like that, as in it was every scene, but it also was like there was behind the scene bits in there, like the director and the choreographer showing the actors' moves and all that. It was a film called The Magnificent, Casanova Wong and Cheng Sing. Good film. That's what the wooden book was for. And I said to him, why does this exist? It wasn't like that. It was like that as in it showed the whole film, but it wasn't comic book style. This has got smack marks, and you've seen it, right? It's got comic book style stuff in it. And yeah, look, see, this has got comic-y stuff in it, but speech bubbles and stuff like that. So it was like this, as in it covered the whole film, but it wasn't. As in it was. And I said to him, "What is this?" And he said, "They do this for every film." He said, "You know, Hollywood films do it as well." And I said, "Is it like a storyboard?" He went, "No, it's because that's before. This is after. Well, he's made the film, and they put the film, and they make stills from it, movie stills from it, and stuff like that." I don't know. It was incredible to see all these little photos, all these scenes from the film. It was amazing. Yeah, wooden book. It was wooden. I'm sorry, but it's a wooden book. Yeah. It was wooden book. That's it. It was a wooden book. It was amazing. And it had wood effects on the front. It was wooden. The pages inside were brown. I took a photo of it, luckily, because I didn't know I was going to have to explain it to someone. But I took a photo of it, this wooden. I should have taken a shot of the outer thing to show you that it was wooden. But, well, I guess we're lucky I've got a shot at least, right? But there. There. Oh, okay. So I was a little bit overdid it with the amount of photos. So you get 1, 2, 3. You get 9 per page. But it's a long book like this. You can see there's another page next to it. But there you go. That's Casanova Wong doing boot. Again, look at it. It's got, again, individual bits from the film. He said they do it for every film. They create movie stills from it and all sorts. I mean, incredible. I didn't even know it existed.
Nah, new market, something, isn't it?
Look, they're numbered as well. Look, 214, 215, 216. You see, they're all numbered as well. So I guess they can go, grab 212 and make a movie still of it, or whatever they do with it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that there was that much detail in the, in the Kungas, but there you go. And I'll tell you what else. What do you think about that? It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, like I say, I wouldn't even anticipate it. I mean, and to have it in that form in a wooden book, do you know what I mean? You wouldn't expect it for every film. You gain a bit of knowledge there that all, even Hollywood do it as well, but gaining stills and whatnot. But yeah, no, fascinating. And I'm guessing they're really good quality photos as well. Yeah, they would have been original in the 70s. Yeah,
that means that there'd be one of them for Snake and Crane if he's saying they do it for all the films.
So that's just like a commercial format is what you've got. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, you would probably get a more lavish, larger product book if you're in the industry, but commercially available. They've done it in book form. You know, how many did they produce? But yeah, great.
You're right. That's not. This is not a retail product. That is not a retail product for sale. That is an industry product. And what it really, really told me that there are, like with anything, there's levels to this. There are levels to this. There's the Blu-rays that we chatted about, and the VHS and the DVD. There's that we chatted about. There's things like this comic book, but then there's that wooden book, and it shows you that there's different levels to this. Because I just went, I can't believe that such a thing even exists, let alone that you've got it. So, but that's because he's knows the people. He's been around it. He was there. He's there. You know, he was there.
Of course. Yeah.
Amazing. So that was good to see.
Yeah, brilliant.
Just thought I'd bring that up. But I got now else to sound this comic book today. Anyway. So I'll leave it.
Honestly, it's been a fascinating, you know, you've really opened my mind. I've obviously seen the film, but to see it like that in that format and in such detail, and it's an accurate description in the you know, the precursor to the book, or not the precursor, but you know, the whatever it's called. What's it called? Synopsis or whatever. Brief synopsis saying powerful encyclopedia.
Yes.
And it does exactly that.
It's like an advert. Fantastic. Like an advert for the book, wasn't it? Yeah, look when you open it up.
Yeah. But all, you know, nowadays all these products are full of stuff going, oh, it's this, it's that, it's all singing, it's all dancing. And then when you get it and you're paying premium money for it, you go, oh, actually, I'm quite disappointed in this. Oh, it's not very thorough. It's just been smashed together for maximum profit. But back then, you know, the quality's there. They wanted the viewer to, you know, really get a feeling and how it felt in the film. You know, they've encapsulated the mood of the film, the fight sequences. You know, you've got the blur, the action shots with the speed. You've got the comic book speech bubbles. You know, it's brilliant. I feel quite privileged that you've shown it to me and the extent in which it took you to obtain it. You know, fantastic.
Yeah. Brilliant. And now the thing with that is, I think you made some good points there. It does also make me go, well, who'd they make this for?
Yeah.
Who's it for? You know, obviously it's for a fan.
But
it's a little bit over the top. I mean, I love it. It's not over the top for me. But it's like, who did they have in mind for that? Were they that into it? I know that Jackie Chan is huge in Japan. Right. So they probably did go. Obviously, they did. We've just seen that book, right? They do go the extra mile with him. He was huge. There still is, I'm sure, but very, very big in Japan. And it goes to show you. But it ain't just Chan, though. There's Bruce Lee versions in the Jet Li Shaolin Temple.
Yeah. So they're doing it
just
for
a brilliant
all of them,
company that makes those books.
And that's just what you know about because it said it on the book. You know, there might be other ones. You know, I mean, it might be Jet Li, it might be Donnie Yen, it might be Sammo Hung. You know, Yun Biao. It could be anyone. Do you know what I mean? Just Now it's time for us, or probably mainly you. You'll get yourself stuck into that. There must be more out there. You know, he's out in Japan now. Yellen's combing the books.
He is. But remember, me and Nick Singh, we ain't seen it. That's it. This could be, the rest of them could be lost. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? But this is one thing we do know. This version is one of a kind. Sun faded spine and snapped in half in the middle.
Well, let's forget about. Hang on, just to sort of tidy loose ends up on this. Isn't it funny how we talk about things sort of aligning and going full circle? Well, the film's about this book. There's only one book, you know, with all the arts in it, and they want that book. Now you are the owner of that book, the only book. Who's going to be after that book? You know what I mean? You could be the next saga in this film.
Don't worry, mate. I'm come prepared.
Brilliant. And I've got the nunchucks down there, but they're all secured. That blade is brilliant. Last blade.
Right? Exactly. Brilliant. You've got the nunchucks if we need them.
And the tompers.
Yeah, good point. The Snake and Crane book. The secret book.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll leave that one there. That was a Podders on Snake and Crane merchandise. This was a movie in a novel, a powerful version. And I'll see you for the next one, mate.
Yeah, salute you.
Thanks very much. I'll see you later.
Cheers, mate.